Welcome back. If this is any we're starting something new. Today's Mindset Monday.
Mindset Monday.
Mindset Monday. I'm Keith.
I'm Rodney, and this here is Daily Chronicle. We just take notes and try and talk through the things that we're going through, the positive, the negative, everything in between, leaving a repository of data for our daughters so that hopefully their journeys will be easier and building a community with you. So today, Mindset Mondays, we just kind of want to talk about where we are, like where our heads
Yeah.
are, and what we're thinking about right now. Um, Keith and I just had a pretty long conversation talking about. Actually, he was just checking in on me, asking how I was doing, and this would be start of week 3 of self quarantining for myself and my family in the midst of the COVID-19 saga. If this is in the future and you're wondering what we're talking about, daughters, look up COVID-19.
Yeah.
And you'll see it all. But yeah, and last week was the first week, or I guess first few days of California deciding to do what is it, shelter in place lockdown. It's not really a lockdown, but a lockdown for everybody in the state, all 400 million residents. Is that right? I think that's right. And yeah, just checking in like my mental status. Last week was really hard, and this weekend the week didn't end because we had no daycare all week. Work still had to happen. The weekend happened, and it just like kind of all flowed into each other. There was no discrete break into, hey, this is the weekend, now you're gonna go do it. Just kind of felt like one long hellish week for me, and so I really appreciated you checking in with me, Keith. And my mindset is kind of a couple of things. Like, one, really fortunate and blessed. Like, I still have a job. I have a good job. Our company's doing really well. Our company's helping other communities and helping people like work through this. Really thankful for people that are in medicine and happy to be out there, like being the front line of working through this, because like that is a huge struggle right now. And at the same time, I'm exhausted. It is really hard not having any daycare or any help. And that's where my mindset is right now. Where's yours?
Yeah, no, and I appreciate you giving the shout out there, and I think I'm glad we had that chat. There's this one thing that you and I have talked about a lot in our zeitgeist, right? I think together we have a really interesting alignment to social things that are occurring, and my sense of things is just everything's off, but everything is slowing down. Obviously that is no like big insight because we all see it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there is a slowdown of energy from people because people now have to prioritize family or prioritize themselves or don't have a job. And I feel very fortunate that I do at a time like this.
Yeah.
But there's this interesting sentiment that's pervading my mindset, and that's just to slow down. Like there are and focus and do things that give opportunity and space to sorry, there's some car that's like driving back and forth and then just pulled into my driveway, and it might be yeah, I we'll figure that out in a minute. Threw me off, but like reading more, learning more, putting more energy into just being a better citizen for my family, for the community around me, for those. And to your point, I mean, like I'm just feeling very fortunate, right?
Yeah.
Fortunate that I've been able to make certain decisions in my life that have positively impacted where I am today, that have given us a place both financially and like the adjustment isn't huge for us because we do work from home and we have certain things that are in place and we have family, and I see the same 5 other people outside of my family and they see the same people outside of their family because we don't see anybody else. We don't go anywhere, and it's kind of a nice little extended community that we're able to maintain because we have controls in place. So, and Ohio just went into stay at home this weekend or as of midnight last night, and so it's yeah, it's a mindset of also trying to make sure that like things haven't stopped for
Mm,
us, and we need to make sure that we don't lose that, right?
mm.
That momentum that we've built in the More in Common platform in particular. So
Yeah, I think also what you just said, getting ready to wrap, like one of the biggest things is it's really forced me into my village, like my
yeah,
family, and then the extended bubble around that, whether it be daycare or friends at daycare or just friends, and like talking to them more or getting out into my world. We went on some hikes this weekend because that's something that we can do. We don't need to be around other people for,
right,
and it's been nice. That
yeah.
part of the slowdown has definitely been nice.
And I think from a tip, especially for the girls, like there are going to come times where you have no control over the circumstances that change the direction that you're going in the moment
Right.
or even long term. And, the best opportunity is to embrace it, try to find your way through it,
Yeah.
and keep that mindset. Like, it's mindset is such a powerful thing. And if you keep a positive one, no matter how bad things are, at least you give yourself a fighting chance.
Yeah, no, I think only thing I add to it is honor honor all the pieces of you, all the mindsets, even the negative ones. Like uh if there's something that's hard and not awesome, like honor that. Feel
Yeah.
it. You don't have to make that all encompassing of your being, but like don't ignore it because everything about this situation is not awesome. A lot of people are hurting. There have been dead. Like there are there are negative aspects.
Yeah.
But like see it all
Yeah.
and feel it all, experience it all, and do what you can to keep moving and to do what you can do. So for those
For
watching, yeah,
how are you feeling through this? Like, how are you? Just how are you feeling through this?
your mindset this Monday.
Yeah. All right.